Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Skill Up 26. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me for another episode dedicated to personal growth, success, and life-changing lessons. Today's topic is one of the most fascinating subjects in the world. Why do some people achieve extraordinary success while others never reach their true potential? Why do some people continue moving forward despite failure, criticism, and challenges, while others give up after a few setbacks? Is success just luck? Is it intelligence? Is it talent? Or is there something deeper happening inside the human mind? Today's episode is The Psychology of Success. In this episode, we'll explore a powerful story that reveals how successful people think differently, act differently, and ultimately create different results. So sit back, relax, and let's begin. There were once two brothers named Ryan and Lucas. They grew up in the same house, went to the same school, had the same parents, faced the same challenges, and dreamed about building successful lives. One to everyone around them, their futures seemed identical. But 20 years later, their lives looked completely different. Ryan had become successful, confident, respected, financially stable, and constantly growing. Lucas, on the other hand, felt stuck. He often complained about life, blamed circumstances, and wondered why success never seemed to find him. The strange thing was, both brothers started from the same place. So what changed? The answer lies in the psychology of success. When they were young, both brothers experienced failure. One day they participated in a school competition. Neither of them won. On the way home, Lucas was angry. "This proves I'm not good enough," he said. Ryan looked disappointed too, but he said something different. "I didn't win this time. I'll prepare better next time." The event was exactly the same. The interpretation was completely different. This was the first major difference between them. Successful people don't see failure as evidence of weakness. They see failure as feedback. Most people fear failure. Successful people study it. Most people avoid failure. Successful people learn from it. Think about a baby learning to walk. The baby falls hundreds of times, but never concludes, "Walking isn't for me." The baby keeps trying. Eventually, the baby succeeds. Success in life often works exactly the same way. Years passed. The brothers entered adulthood. Both applied for jobs. Both received rejections. Lucas became discouraged. "Nobody wants to hire me." Ryan became curious. "What skill do I need to improve?" Again, same situation. Three different psychology. One focused on problems. The other focused on solutions. One focused on excuses. The other focused on growth. This is one of the most powerful success principles. Successful people ask better questions. Unsuccessful people often ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Successful people ask, "What can I learn from this?" Unsuccessful people ask, "Who's responsible for this problem?" Successful people ask, "How can I solve this problem?" The quality of your life often depends on the quality of the questions you ask yourself. One day, Ryan met an elderly entrepreneur. The man had built multiple successful businesses. Curious, Ryan asked him, "What is the secret of success?" The entrepreneur smiled. Then he pointed toward a mirror hanging on the wall. "The secret is in there." Ryan looked confused. The old man explained, "For the moment you stop blaming the world and start taking responsibility for your life, everything changes." That lesson transformed Ryan's thinking. He stopped waiting for perfect conditions, stopped waiting for luck, stopped waiting for opportunities to arrive. Instead, he began creating opportunities. This is another important psychological principle. Successful people have an internal locus of control. They believe their actions influence their results. Many unsuccessful people have an external locus of control. They believe everything depends on luck, circumstances, or other people. One mindset creates action. The other creates helplessness. Imagine two sailors facing the same storm. One focuses on controlling the sails. The other complains about the wind. Which one is more likely to reach the destination? Success begins when you focus on what you can control. As the years passed, Ryan developed habits of learning. He read books, listened to educational podcasts, learned from mentors, improved his skills. 5. Lucas believed learning ended after school. Ryan believed learning never ends. This difference became enormous over time because knowledge compounds, skills compound, experience compounds, and personal growth compounds. Small improvements repeated consistently create extraordinary results. A 1% improvement every day may seem insignificant, but over years, it creates a completely different life. Another important lesson Ryan discovered was the power of delayed gratification. One evening, his mentor asked him a question. Would you rather have $100 today or $1,000 next year? Most people immediately choose the smaller reward today. Successful people often choose the larger reward later. The psychology of success is closely connected to patience. Successful people understand that meaningful results take time. A farmer plants seeds and waits. An athlete trains for years. A doctor studies for years. An entrepreneur builds for years. Nature itself teaches patience. The strongest trees grow slowly. The deepest roots take time. Success follows the same principle. 6. Lucas wanted immediate results. Ryan focused on long-term growth. Years later, that difference became visible. One of the greatest psychological traits of successful people is self-belief. Not arrogance, not ego. Self-belief. The belief that they can learn, adapt, improve, and overcome challenges. Many people wait until they feel confident before taking action. Successful people take action first. Then confidence follows. Confidence is not created by thinking. It is created by doing. Every time you face a fear and survive, confidence grows. Every time you solve a difficult problem, confidence grows. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, confidence grows. Action creates belief. Another powerful principle is focus. Modern life is full of distractions, notifications, social media, entertainment. 7. Endless information. Most people allow distractions to control their attention. Successful people protect their attention. They understand a simple truth. Where attention goes, energy flows. And where energy flows, results grow. Ryan learned to focus on important tasks, not urgent tasks. Important tasks. There is a difference. Checking messages feels productive. Building skills creates results. Watching motivational videos feels inspiring. Taking action changes lives. Success is built th. Rough action, not intention. Another major difference between successful and unsuccessful people is their relationship with discomfort. Most people avoid discomfort. Successful people embrace it. The gym is uncomfortable. Learning new skills is uncomfortable. Starting a business is uncomfortable. Public speaking is uncomfortable. Growth itself is uncomfortable. But every level of success requires a new level of discomfort. Imagine a butterfly. Before it can fly, it must struggle to leave its cocoon. Without that struggle, it cannot develop the strength required to survive. Human growth follows the same principle. Challenges are not obstacles to growth. Challenges are growth. As Ryan continued improving himself, people began calling him lucky. They saw the results, but they didn't see the years of discipline, the failures, the sacrifices, the learning, the persistence. Success often looks like luck from a distance. Up close, it usually looks like hard work. One day, Ryan and Lucas met for dinner. Lucas looked frustrated. He asked his brother, "Why does success always find you?" Ryan smiled. Then he shared a lesson he had learned years earlier. 9. Success didn't find me. I built myself into someone capable of handling success. That statement changed everything. Because success is rarely an event. It's a process. It's the result of thoughts becoming actions, actions becoming habits, habits becoming character, and character creating destiny. The psychology of success begins in the mind long before success appears in reality. Before every achievement, there was a belief. Before every breakthrough, there was persistence. Before every victory, there was preparation. Success is not owned. Success is rented. And the rent is due every day. Every day, you must choose growth. Every day you must choose discipline. Every day you must choose learning. Every day you must choose action. Eventually, Ryan built the life he once dreamed about. Not because he was the smartest. 10 Not because he was the most talented. Not because he was the luckiest. But because he developed the psychology of success. A mindset focused on growth instead of excuses. Solutions instead of problems. Responsibility instead of blame. Action instead of procrastination. Learning instead of complaining. And long-term thinking instead of short-term comfort. Remember this. Your future is shaped by what you repeatedly think about, what you repeatedly do, and what you repeatedly believe. Success begins long before the results appear. It begins in your mindset. So, starting today, choose growth. Choose responsibility. Choose learning. Choose persistence. Choose action. Because the psychology of success is not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. Thank you for listening to Skill Up 26. 11. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and join us again for another inspiring journey. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep building the future you deserve.
12.